I could still hear it. Can't you hear that screaming? Sorry, Phil.
Oh, hello there. And welcome to the final episode of the current series of Reviewmageddon.
Final episode?
Yep.
Of the current series? We only made 3 episodes.
No, my friend. Don't fear. We'll be back at the end of April for a 30-minute extravaganza.
Wow.
It's gonna blow your mind.
For the final episode of the series, we'll be looking at Emergency Mayhem and Condemned 2.
But first up, there's 98th Tom Clancy game to be released by Ubisoft this week. It's Rainbow Six Vegas 2 on the Xbox 360. Get a headshot of this! Tell you a little story there. Once upon a time, when Ubisoft wanted to release an add-on pack, they used to give it a funny little moniker like Black Arrow or
Island Thunder.
Island Thunder, indeed. But last year with Ghost Recon 2, they decided if you stick a number on the end, you could charge full price for it. And you know what? That's exactly what they did with this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know better, you thought they just went around putting 2 on the original boxes and just sold the old games.
Yeah, I know.
But it is good.
It is good. It's changed slightly this time round, hasn't it?
But it is still much more of a tactical sort of first-person shooter than sort of your other first-person shooters that are always out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's more tactical than, say, Call of Duty's, which is more arcadey. I mean,
yeah, it's more arcade.
It's not as arcadey as Halo or something, but it's still more tactical-based anyhow.
I mean, in this one, you actually get to play co-op through the single player, which you couldn't actually.
Yeah, it was actually absent from the last one, so it was a bit.
Which is quite nice to do. I mean, it adds something to it. But that's about it, really. The difference is, isn't it? Really.
No, yeah, like we said, it's just basically an full-price add-on pack.
But the multiplayer.
Multiplayer is actually very, very good. They've sorted out a few kinks of the game from last time. And it's actually a more enjoyable thing. I would actually recommend this game more as a clan thing than like Call of Duty was, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like we said before, it's more of a tactical alternative than, say, to something like COD 4.
The only way you can actually win this game is if you work as a
team.
Yes.
It is quite important to work as a team, which is one of the great things.
There's a couple of things we found out about it, like they got lip syncing back in the game, and we had a little go of trying out of it this earlier on. Have a look at this.
Wez and Larry! What is it? No, my mouth is moving and everything. I look like I'm smoking. Okay, let me have a go at it. Sweet.
Oh, it's a hoot and a holler.
We had a lot of fun with that one, didn't we?
We did. It was quite a lot of fun.
So what score are you going to give this one, Mr. Locke?
Well, because it's not too different from the last game, and they basically did re-release the same game, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5, which I think is fair. It's an average first-person shooter title.
I was going to have a moan about this game. I was going to say it wasn't that great, but after playing multiplayer, I really enjoyed it, actually, so I would actually give it a 4 out of 5. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it is.
Okay then, next up, Casualty meets Crazy Taxi with Emergency Mayhem on the Nintendo Wii. We need an ounce of gameplay. Stat!
Victim has an airway blockage. Help him quick. Get that trash can fire out. The garbage department are going mad.
Bit of an interesting story about this one as well, actually. We've got a nice story thing game episode this week, haven't we? But this game was actually was going to be released in 2004 by Acclaim, but unfortunately we all know the problem that happened to them. They went bust, and this game got stuck in gaming limbo.
Well, I wish it had stayed in gaming limbo.
Oh, a bit hard.
It's pretty boring. I mean, you play as either the cops, the fire brigade, or the ambulance. You go around doing various mini games. And as you can see here, you're doing sort of like a bomb mini.
Yeah, and this town, you know, they don't get the special bomb disposal unit. They just get a beat cop to go around putting the bombs out.
I mean, well, why would people put bombs in a phone box anyway?
Yeah, and also if you fancy a bit of Chase HQ against a Torchwood van, you can have a bit of fun here. Which unfortunately they've also got the special power of teleporting through barriers, which we can't have as a normal cop. Which kind of defeat the
That's not fair. Well, they should be eating donuts anyway, shouldn't they?
Yeah. And not only that, you can actually play as an ambulance, which is probably it's actually the best mini game. But unfortunately, your clients, we say clients, are probably the biggest morons on the face of the planet. You got this guy here, he keeps having a heart attack within 5 minutes. You keep rescuing, and when he hasn't got a heart attack, he's got some sort of blood disease. You've got to try and get out of him. So nothing worse than having bogies in your bloodstream, really.
It's not good, is it?
It's not. And then on top of it all, there's this moron who keeps swallowing flies and
he's wet his pants. If you look, he's wet himself.
Yeah, the bit of a beezy pants.
And you sort of like navigate that. There's loads of mini games like for the various sort of things like the cops, the fire brigade, and so forth. If you look at this, the cops, instead of actually using stuff like water to get rid of a fire, they're so smart they use a brush. Don't need water. We'll just blow it away.
We'll broom those flames away.
That's great. I mean, seriously, the fire brigade, they should be doing stuff like getting cats out of trees and going to old people's homes where they've got to nudge the alarm on purpose.
Instead of unscrewing fire hydrants using a Wiimote.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you think... I mean, this game's not really realistic at all, really, is it? I mean, it's the game equivalent of, like, cutting off your own limbs. That's how fun I'd say it is.
Yes, this game is... the game's trying to be like Crazy Taxi, but...
It's not fun.
It's not fun. They stuck in a load of mini-games, and it sort of breaks it down. They should have really stuck to mini things, but I am going to give it a 3 out of 5. I really wish... Yeah, thank you. They should have concentrated on being a Crazy Taxi game all out, really.
So I'm going to give it a 2. I'm going to give it a 2 because it's pretty boring, it's not fun, and the Wii doesn't need any more mini-games.
Well, it's still better than Ninja Reflex.
Yeah, it's still better than Ninja Reflex.
But if your idea of fun is playing as a drunk homeless cop who goes around punching drug addicts, then this is a game for you. Condemned 2 on the Xbox 360. It's a bit scary, though. Look. Excellent intro that was. Tell you what, there's nothing more scary than seeing an old man run down a hallway, is there?
Oh.
No.
Right, this game is quite violent, though, isn't it? I mean, it is probably the most violent game I've played today.
It's probably more violent than Manhunt 2, to be honest. I mean, we played Manhunt 2.
I mean, yeah, it's quite scary. The enemies are relentless, and there's the whole supernatural feel to it.
It's sort of a cross between sort of supernatural and sort of Seven type vibe. You know, the film Seven. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Enemies are just scary. I mean, they will just come at you, and they are quite vicious.
Like this dog behind the panel glass.
Yeah, he's pretty upset with you. You probably stole his dog biscuits or something, his snacks. But basically, this game is a very scary game. I didn't like the story as much as the first game. I mean, the first game sort of had a subtle supernatural vibe to it, where this one just throws it at you.
It is, even in the training mission, it's actually throwing sort of storyline at you, that is. You know, it's going to be spooky. It's not some sort of psychological thriller that they make it out to be at the beginning of the...
Yeah, it's true. It just doesn't work as well as the first one, I thought, especially with the single player. I mean, I much prefer the single player of the first game, but the first game didn't have a multiplayer where this one does. I mean, in general...
I wouldn't say it's saving grace, because it is still a good game, but the multiplayer is absolutely fantastic.
It's a lot of fun.
Especially the barnhouse level.
Yeah, I mean, we only really did one map and sort of like one game mode, but we still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you have to, like, it's a kind of hide and seek type game with heads in the box. But it's nothing more scary than being one of the crazies and then sort of chasing after the cops, because you can't go after them full, head on, because they got shotguns, as you can see. But
even though you see that guy running away, you're thinking, why is he running away with a shotgun? Well, that's because a guy running at you with an axe with a clown mask is pretty scary.
Yeah.
I mean,
come back here, you muddy funster! I got my boomstick!
I would say to you that if you're going to be playing this game, you might want to have a few spare pieces of clothing, because you might. Yes,
I would. Definitely go buy some man nappies for this game, because it is really, really scary.
Okay, then you're going to give a score?
I am going to give a score. I absolutely love this game. If you fancy a break from playing normal first-person shoots, because this isn't a first-person shoot, it's a first-person sort of...
Melee thing.
Melee beat-em-up thing. So I am going to give it a 4 out of 5, and I would highly recommend it. I would actually say this is the game of the episode.
Well, I'd probably say it was as well. I mean, although I didn't enjoy it as much as the original, I gave it a 3 because it is quite fun, especially the multiplayer was what really got me. I think I really enjoyed it.
Shall we have a look at the scoreboard for Reviewmageddons? And look, Bully's still at number 1, but Condemned 2 is snuck in there up behind it. Where's number 2?
And you can see Rainbow Six Vegas 2 bringing it up the rear. At the bottom at number 5 is Ninja Reflex.
Yeah, like we said, it is actually better than Ninja Reflex.
Emergency Mayhem's better as well.
Emergency Mayhem is a lot better than Ninja Reflex.
But
the game of the week is definitely Condemned 2, I'd say. Would you say, do you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree, but I'd just like to point out that Emergency Mayhem is actually better than Dynasty Warriors 6,
and I'd like to point out that
poop.
Dynasty Warriors 6 is still on the list there.
Yeah, that's your fault, not mine. But anyway, we actually got our first piece of fan mail this week, so we're quite excited. I mean, we haven't opened it, we wanted to save it for you, but we're looking forward to this, aren't we? I mean,
yeah, we are.
We're just can't wait. We've been waiting for a long time. Let's have a look. Dear Wez and Larry, that's us. Saw the new show Reviewmageddon, and yeah, all right, it's better than my show, but you guys suck. I hope you die on that island. Lots of love to TV's own
Paul Vale.
Paul Vale.
Vale? What's that about?
Oh, I'm quite upset.
I know, you used to go on this show all the time.
I did.
But we got news for you, Val. We're going 30 minutes on the next episode, so stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
See you then.
See you then.
This has been a Portland Interactive production for XLeague.tv.